What is up, guys? Megasonic here with another video. Now, I know I've been gone for like a month, but you know, school, blah, blah, all that stuff, all the personal shit. I'll probably have an update video explaining you what's going on with the channel at this point. But anyway, enough about that. Let's talk about this new trailer we finally got dropped, Avengers 4. Now, we're going to break down and see what nitpicks and tips bits and whatever is whatever is in this trailer, because it's not a lot actually, surprisingly. But anyway, remember to like and subscribe, share this video, everyone you know and love. Now let's get down to business. So when we start this trailer out, we actually see what's going on in the movie, with like how it's set, the setting is, and it looks like it takes place about like a few days or probably a couple of weeks or a week or so after the snap. So right now, I recently read that they're calling the snap the decimation, which I think fits better because some people call it the snapping, which I don't think they would ever say that in the film. But the decimation is a good title, and it pretty much, yeah, it will be called something like that because, you know, half of the world went bye-bye just now. So the trailer starts off with Tony. He's currently stuck in space. Tony is like lost in space. I doubt that he knows his way back home. He just kind of tagged along on the Q ship back in Infinity War. So he obviously would be lost. And he's sending a message to Pepper Potts, who I still believe up to this day that she might be pregnant or she might be having this baby. And that Tony is, you know, he's depressed. He lost Peter. He lost the Guardians. He felt like he failed defeating Thanos. Now the world is suffering because of him. So obviously the depressed tone that we're getting in this film fits after the end of Avengers Infinity War. Now looking at it as a whole, the scene is done really well with the green like shot and everything. And he says that he's running low on resources and that he's going to eventually die, which I feel like is really fucked up and really sad, but it's the reality of the situation. But then it switches to Thanos. But first, I like how they just said Marvel Studios 10th year anniversary logo, but it disappeared like in the dust. But we see Thanos, he's on his farm and stuff, and it doesn't really show anything else. He's just walking with the gauntlet. Now, I don't trust this scene because A, he doesn't have all the stones in the gauntlet. So it could be something's up, who knows? But now it jumps to a narration by Black Widow, who's talking to Steve, telling him, look, the world is wiped out at this point. Like he said what he was gonna do. He was gonna wipe out half the universe. Half the universe is gone. We're screwed at this point. And Steve is just like sad, and he's like, I don't know what to do. And it shows like different shots, like everyone, like you got Bruce Banner, and he's looking at all the people, all the heroes that possibly died or we haven't seen or is missing. So you see Scott Lang is missing because they don't know what happened to him. He was in the quantum realm after Ant-Man and the Wasp. Then you see Peter Parker, but before you get to Peter Parker, you see Shuri from Wakanda, you know, Princess Shuri, you know, great Wakandan, what are those? She is also missing too, so she is gone in the snap as well, which is really fucked up because now that means that Wakanda lost both of its heirs to the throne, which means I don't know how Wakanda's doing at this point. I want to see Wakanda in this movie just to see what's going on. There's like Mambuku. Mambuku is, I'm pronouncing right, Mambuku? Oh, Mambaku, yeah. Mambaku is probably the leader, or they probably have like just a council running things for now, and they're confused because T'Challa disappeared and Shuri disappeared, so their mother's probably worried, all that stuff. But going back, we see Peter disappear, and I want this scene to be done right, or it will be played up as a comedic scene. I want Tony to get back to Earth and have to confront Aunt May about Peter's whereabouts. And here's the thing. Marvel was subtle about what happened to Uncle Ben. They were very subtle about what happened to Uncle Ben. So imagine how they can talk about Uncle Ben at that point with Peter being dusted, like he's gone. He's wiped out with the other half. So he can tell her, like, look, he was fighting Thanos and that's what happened. And, you know, she lost her husband not too long ago. So this could be really crazy sad moment. And I think they should mimic the scene from the comic book of Civil War, where like the woman is cursing out Tony Stark and spits at him. They should add that scene in that movie because I don't know why. It was kind of done the same way in the movie Civil War, but it was just freaking Mariah walking up to him saying, you killed my son, and then she goes back to Harlem and play a different character. I don't know. But anyway, going back to we just see everyone sitting around the Avengers base depressed. Thor's depressed. He ain't doing nothing. And you see Ronin. We see Hawkeye, what he's been up to. He's currently running around Tokyo as a ninja, as Ronin, and we also the pictures on the internet of him doing it. And I think it's cool that he's Ronin, take him away from his family, give him some character development that everyone wants, because all the Hawkeye fans have been complaining that he hasn't got any character development ever. So I'm glad to see they're doing something with Hawkeye. I think Hawkeye would be an interesting case at this point right now. He'll be a more dynamic character, probably someone's favorite character come out this film. Who knows if Hawkeye get more fans. But at this point right now, we're going to go later into the trailer. You know, I must say Scarlett Johansson. Black Widow is going to talk to Steve and tell him, like, do you think this is going to work? And the hint that it might be time travel or dimension warping is interesting because he has a clock from the first Captain America with a picture of Peggy in it, and he closes it and he says, I don't know, if it doesn't work, I don't know what else to do at this point. So obviously that's the Russo brothers doing a little sneaky hinting, gets telling us, hey guys, this is like a callback to like Captain America First Avenger, and it's gonna be single for time travel, so blah blah whatever. Now the trailer then cuts to the title, and it was the one that many people believe. I thought it was gonna be Annihilation. I ain't gonna front, I was like Annihilation because I'm thinking, oh, Annihilation Wave might pop up in the universe, and now Thanos is like, fuck, we need the bodies, we need the people, I'm gonna have to like try to re-snap everyone back into the universe. But no, it's called Endgame. So I think that was the more closer to like the No, it was Joe Russo's. Is it Joe? One of the brothers, one of the Russo brothers. They took a picture and they had, the titles there, and then a lot of people they drew out Endgame. So it most likely is what they were trying to tell us. But anyway, the final scene of the trailer is a little bit of the one bit of comedy that's in this trailer. Everything else is just sad and dreary and depressing. It is a scene of Ant-Man, who I guess recently somehow got out of the quantum realm, knocking on the door saying, hey everybody, I'm back, blah blah blah. Guess what? Yo, I'm Ant-Man. You remember me? Yeah, Ant-Man, that guy. Yeah, the guy who can get small. And they're like all dumbfounded because they thought he was dusted. So obviously he's gonna tell them about what the quantum realm is and what the possibilities are gonna have. You're gonna talk about the time, how he got it, probably use the time warp or whatever he did. Unless he had like another like biggie, a big piece, a big like whatever they used to get big, he might put it on and like grew back in size. Who knows? Because he got the quantum realm once. I think he can figure out again. But anyway, that's my little breakdown of the trailer. The Russo brothers are really sneaky. They just simply are just like giving us little spicks and spans, because this has really been like probably like 5 or 6 scenes in this whole trailer. It's literally Tony on the ship, Thanos walking around, the Avengers facility, then Scott Lang, and then that's it. Like literally there's like 4 settings there. So this is a very thin trailer. It wasn't a lot to go about this, but anyway, whatever. I'm glad to see it. Avengers Endgame coming out in April. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Megasonic out.